Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is the Gaming Guy and today I'm going to be bringing to a video going over the full drop list for week 2. Now I have not actually looked at anything really to do with the drop list this week except for the fact of the Timberland. I have not looked at any tweets, any posts, not even Discord because I know they would leak some of the details of what's dropping. So I haven't looked at anything basically since last night. I know the drop list dropped because I got a notification from Astro. So yeah, I'm glad I didn't click on it because it would have spoiled it for me. Other than that, if you'd like to, the Discord link is down below. So are all of my social medias, but without further ado, let's just get into the drop list and look at what is dropping. Okay, so this is my first time going on and looking at the list. You obviously won't see my screen because I'll put the images up as I used to, as the way that I used to edit them. And yeah, let's get straight into this. There is not a lot dropping. Okay, yeah, damn. We will start out with what we already have for the list, then when things are added, I will then add them onto this video, or I'll record the extra parts to this video. So the number one item so far for this week is the Supreme Band-Aid by Johnson & Johnson. I hope this releases in the EU or in the UK as well, because we get Johnson & Johnson. We get their things, you know, we get their baby soap and other things like that. We get their cotton buds and things, so I hope that they release these in the UK as well. For the next two items, they're basically a set, which is going to be the S logo colour blocked hooded sweatshirt as well as the colour blocked sweatshort. Also with the Johnson & Johnson Band-Aid, I'd probably see if you can get more than like one of them so that I could have two, you know, use one and just have one as an accessory. Because it's a Band-Aid, like, there are limits to what I would do to like keeping things that have Supreme on them. But with that, I'd probably hope just to get two of them if they release in the UK. And yeah, use one, keep one. With the colour blocked piece, personally, I wish that they had just gone with like a two-tone sort of style with it instead of like four tones. Yeah, it's very off-putting for me personally, just because of the pure fact that you have like a navy on this front colour, then you've got like a maroon or like a dark just red colour for it. You've got a very hot pink, and then you've got an olive, and then you've also got the white, so you've got 5 colours. It's a bit too much for me personally. The shorts do it a bit better with just like 2 tones than the white for the S. However, yeah, this is a lot of colour for me. Maybe the colour with the turquoise and the purple because it's a bit out there, and it's with the orange, so they sort of blend into one another. But personally, it's a lot of colour. I don't know how the back colour for the red looks. I'll have to look into it. But if that grey has another sort of grey tone next to it, then that could work. But if it's got a random tone, which I'm guessing it will, it's a bit awkward. Also, I've just seen that the shorts do the opposite colour on the back. Okay, I thought they would just do 2 tones on them, not the matching. So all of the shorts are clearly going to have the matching colours then. I mean, obviously, they're sweatshorts. That's cool that they're releasing sweatshorts, you know, very early on into the season, which is great for when summer comes around. But personally, the colours are very out there. Next up, we've got the Luxe hooded sweatshirt. It's got an embroidered logo. So does the S logo. They're both embroidered. And this is just available in 6 different colourways. I'm sure it's not Le Luxe, but DE Luxe in French is luxury. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So maybe it's saying it's a luxury Supreme, or Supreme is luxury. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Next up, we have the Cloud Arc tee. I actually do like this piece, especially in the front colour, the white colourway with the orange and blue. I think it's a very nice piece. However, it's probably going to be in the upper prices of the £60 to £80, which, yeah, is a bit disappointing. I wish they just did this as a tee and not a top sort of item instead. Following this, we have the Needlepoint patch long sleeve top. I was actually a fan of this graphic, but it hasn't received the best feedback. It's currently at a 50-50, a literal 50-50 is the moment that I'm looking at it. I can understand why people wouldn't be too into it, as it's a patch and it's not embroidered or anything. It's a literal like sewn together patch that's on it. But I mean, it is a nice piece. I don't know if any of them would properly sell out, but I'm sure a couple of sizes across them, or colorway, mainly being like this desert camo colorway, would probably sell out. But it's not exactly the greatest piece either. I can agree to why it's got a 50-50. Next up, we've got the Old English striped zip up sweatshirt. Personally, if this was a hoodie or if this was on a jacket, it would probably have been received a lot better. It's got an applique logo, but currently it's got 600 more dislikes to likes. I think the white and blue and the colour that they show on Supreme Community, being this tan and cream, is a very nice colourway. However, yet again, it's sort of like, I like it, but at the same time, I'm not a fan of zip-up pieces, really. I've only got like one zip-up hoodie, and I probably wear that maybe once a week, or maybe less than that, just because I don't want to be wearing a hoodie at all times. Next up, with 11,000 dislikes, and this isn't even the last item for like this partial amount of the list, we have the Supreme Timberland 3i Classic Luxe shoe. Damn, 11,000. Okay. Obviously, I gave my comments on this during Monday's video, so I don't really need to repeat anything, but that has got its cemented place. And coming in lower than that, because it's received less likes, is the marble hooded sweatshirt. Again, I don't really know where they were going for this. I think they were trying to do like the blood, and I'm not going to say the other word, but that from a couple of seasons ago. However, it just doesn't look great, I'll be honest. Like, it really doesn't look great. Yeah, there's not much else to say about this. The logo on the sides could have been cool if they were shown through, but they just haven't, and they're completely overwhelmed by this marble. So yeah, that is going to cover the partial list. I'll be back to you when the full list is out and all of the items have been announced. Yeah, so obviously I've just been for a haircut and everything, so let's refresh, and well, I'll refresh so that I can see the full drop list now of items. So there have been about 4 or 5 that have now added on. Also the Lulu or Luluc, however you want to pronounce it, means the luxury, so it's the luxury Supreme hoodie basically. Okay, so the couple of items that have been added on, we have a tape measure that's been added on. I may or may not go for that. I might just end up going for that and the band-aids this week if the band-aids drop in the EU. I don't know if they are or not, but somebody in the comments will probably tell me if they are or aren't. So there is that is dropping. I don't know what the price of the tape measure will be, but I'll probably just end up getting the standard red colorway, although the black colorway I think looks a bit better with the white, but it's a tape measure. I will just end up using it because, yeah, it's a tape measure. Following on from that, we have all of the Ghost Rider pieces that have now been added. We've got the Vanson leather jacket. I already gave my opinions about this when the lookbook first dropped. I am a Marvel fan, so I do like Ghost Rider. So I really do like the black colorway. I'm not too much of a fan of the cream colorway or this white colorway. And the same applies for the pants or the rider pants. I'm okay with the black colorway. The white colorway aren't really my favourite. They're also releasing the long sleeve top, which I do actually like. Again, in the black colorway, just because it fully blends in, whereas the white still does look nice, but I just think the black colorway with the white text just looks a lot better. Another item that has been added is the Stars puffy jacket. This is one of the pieces where I liked the text on the back. It's an applique logo, however, I just didn't really get the whole Stars theme to it. And clearly other people have the same sort of opinion because it currently has 500 more dislikes to its likes. I do think that in the blue or in the white colorway it does actually look quite nice, and it'd be a nice winter piece to own, or until the better like weather comes in during the springtime, it'd be a nice piece to have and wear. But at that, I still really don't get the Stars whole theme. Okay, we have 4 final pieces. So we have the tonal logo beanie. It's a beanie. I mean, I think a lot of people will probably be picking up beanies this week instead of some other items because there aren't a ton that I've seen that people really like. We then have the zip car jacket. Yeah, it's a yikes from me, to be honest. I like the red colorway, saying that, and maybe the purple, but it's not my sort of piece. Moving on to the final 2 items, we have the striped twill shirt. This is a big yikes. Yeah, I'm just going to move ahead from this piece because people really aren't like appreciating the last two items in any way. The final piece for this week is the Bloodlust Mesh Back 5-panel. It's not really my sort of piece. Again, there are a couple of hats and 5-panels that I've got my eye on for this season, but this is not one of them. So personally, I like the band-aids obviously and the tape measure. Hopefully they're not going to be stupid prices and I can just get both of them nice and easily. The S logo pieces are nice, but I am not a massive fan of the 4 tones or 5 tones to them. I wish they were 2-tone pieces, but apart from that, there are a couple of other pieces that I like, but their prices are just not going to be worth like paying in order to get them. So that is going to cover the drop list for this week. If you enjoyed, like, be much appreciated. Other than that, comment down below what items you will be going for, or whether you're just going to be like, you know, sleeping on this week. That's a terrible way to explain it, but if you're going to be sleeping on this week, and other than that, I will see you on Thursday for the live cop. There'll be another unboxing out on Saturday, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Peace.